Well, if you're seeing this video, that's not a good sign. I have not been feeling good for the past 2 days, and I didn't want to film this video. I was hoping it was just gonna pass and turn out to be nothing, but this is day 2. I've done pretty much nothing except for sit on the couch. So let me tell you what's going on. And I hate it that my Vlogmas video today has to be about me not feeling good, but I'm sharing my life with you all every day, the entire month of December, and this is what's happening. And you know, I was thinking back, last Vlogmas at the very beginning of the month of December, I was sick. I had a horrible head cold, I had a fever, and I did a video where I was wrapping presents and Pollux was helping me. And y'all, I hardly ever get sick, and I know exactly where I caught the funk that I have. I know exactly who gave it to me, and I'm super ticked off about it. So let's just get into the whole I'm sick thing. 4 days ago, Randy and I went to a Christmas function, a get together, and the woman who was sitting directly behind me was coughing her head off, like all over the back of my head. And after about 2 or 3 minutes of this, I got up and moved. I knew this woman, like I could just feel myself, hunching over because I knew she was coughing all over me. And yeah, that is who I think got me sick. I was so irritated that somebody who was that, like, she had a horrible cough, like a congested, yucky, wet cough, and she was, sucking her nose and all that stuff, and she should not have been in a public setting, but she absolutely was, and I got up and moved. But I really think that's who got me sick. Now, I'm not congested. I don't have an upset stomach. I just yesterday woke up with a horrible headache. I mean, really, really bad, just on the side of the left side of my head and in my eye. And my eyes have been just, I feel like I have sand in my eyes. Like I can't fully open my eyes, and I just feel a little, if I move too fast, I feel kind of woozy and my hands are shaky and I just don't feel good. But I'm not congested. I don't have a cough. I don't have a stuffed up nose. My stomach's not upset. It's none of that. And so all day yesterday, and I knew yesterday morning when I made my coffee and I drank about 1/3 of the cup and I put it down, that's when I knew I was sick. I always drink my coffee. But yesterday I just sat around. I did literally nothing. I did not get out of my pajamas. I sat on the couch for a while. I finally decided that I was going to make the bed, and I started pulling up the covers, and I thought, I just want to get in the bed. And I did. And y'all, I never get back in bed. I never sit on the couch during the day. Something has got to be really wrong for me to do either of those two things. And that's when I knew, I'm like, I'm sick. So last night at about 7 o'clock, I oddly started feeling better. And I thought, okay, this is just a thing. It was just a weird headache. It's gone. Woke up this morning, was feeling okay. I mean, not fantastic, but okay. And then as the day's gone on, I've just kind of gone downhill a little bit. But I talked to my daughter this morning, and she is reading a new book. And when she was here for Thanksgiving, she had the book with her, and she finished it here, and she left it for me. And I was going to hold on to it until my next beach vacation because I don't have time to read a book right now. Well, when I talked to her this morning, this is a book series. There's 8 books, and she is on book 4, and she was just going on and on and on about how fantastic this book was. So I decided to come in here and sit down on the couch. It was after lunch. I picked up the book, The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And you all know that I read her book series of Court of Thorns and Roses. I read it this summer. I talked about it over and over and over to you all. Well, this is another series of her, and my daughter is obsessed. So I decided to sit down and read a little bit. And I thought, well, I'll read a chapter or 2 and then I'll move on. I needed to take a shower, which I did. And then after my shower, I just felt so bad that I came back in here on the couch, sat down, and this is now 3 hours later, and I am still reading this book. Maxie, Pollux, Lola, they have all been on the couch with me, moving around in different spots. At one point, Lola was even under the blanket with me. Bollocks was on the dog bed. They have been such good dogs. I think they know that I don't feel good and they're trying to just cuddle up and make me feel better. But we've just been sitting in here reading The Throne of Glass. Oh my goodness, I have read half or almost half of this book this afternoon. I am on page 100 and I don't have my glasses, 133. So good. So I told my daughter she's going to have to either send me the other books that she has, or I might just download them on my Kindle, because I'm not going to be able to stop at book number 1. But it kind of stinks that I'm not feeling good, because tonight is kind of a big night. It is, you all know my sister is the cheer coach at the high school here, and my niece is a senior on the cheer team. And tonight is the state cheerleading competition. And so it is actually streamed on a website. The state of Kentucky streams all of its state competitions for all sports on this state website. And so I have access to that, and I have the login, and we're going to put it on the big screen TV tonight and watch my sister and niece compete for the State of Kentucky Co-ed Cheerleading State Championship. So fingers crossed, y'all, they do good. If you all followed me in Vlogmas last year, I shared with you all me watching them at the state competition. They won last year. It was super exciting. So that's what's happening again tonight. So this is where I'll be most of the night, right here in my jammies, reading my book, watching cheerleading. Randy's going to pick up some Chinese food when he gets off from work, and I'm just sitting here. Tomorrow we've got some stuff to do around the house. It's supposed to be pouring down rain all day long, stuff going on. And then Sunday, I better be feeling better by Sunday, because I am going to do something with Brecken. Super exciting. I plan to film it, and I better not have to cancel my whatever you want to call it, whatever it is. I don't want to give it away. I want to be able to do this. So just wanted to let you all know that I'm feeling poopy. And actually, in the past hour, I've started to feel a little bit better. You all want to know something weird? Okay, let me tell you what's going on, and tell me in the comments if this ever happens to you. Yesterday morning when I woke up and realized I wasn't feeling good, over this eye right here, I had a weird feeling, like it had like a stinging, almost itching feeling, like something had bit me. Well, this is the middle of the winter. There are no bugs, there's not mosquitoes, nothing bit me. It wasn't red, I didn't see anything, I couldn't feel anything with my finger. I was just all in my head, I think. Keep in mind, the headache I was having was on this side of my head, but that pinching feeling right here, like I had a bug bite. Well, today that feeling is gone, but I have right here in this eyebrow. Do you ever get the feeling when an eyebrow is like going crazy and it's gonna fall out, and it's like it has a pinching, stinging feeling, and the eyebrow always points in a different direction, and the minute I touch that eyebrow, I'm like, ooh, and I go in and I get in my makeup mirror and I pull that eyebrow out because it's gonna fall out, and it's just like getting loose and wobbly, and it hurts. I have had that feeling in my eyebrow all day long, and I have looked in my mirror and used the little brush on the end of my eyebrow pencil thingy 5 times already, trying to find the eyebrow that is hurting me. I cannot find it, but all day it is driving me bonkers. If I touch that eyebrow, I feel it and it hurts, and it's so petty, but it's driving me crazy. And it could be just because I don't feel good, that is just, that feeling is so pronounced. Does that ever happen to you all? Happens to me all the time when I get a wonky eyebrow and it hurts me. Earlier today, when I was actually feeling decent before I got in the shower, I actually wrapped, I think 5 more Christmas presents are under the tree. The tree's starting to come to life. And I wish I'd taken a video of this. I didn't, because I was on the couch under a blanket, but I had used up a whole roll of wrapping paper, so I had that inner little cardboard tube, and I gave it to Lola because she's an Australian cattle dog. I read somewhere that they need a job and that they love to carry things, and so I gave it to her thinking she would get it and run around the house. Well, she didn't. She brought it in the living room and dropped it. But a couple hours later, when I was laying here just being quiet reading my book, she jumped down and started playing with that stick of cardboard. And she'd put it in her mouth and she'd toss it around and she started ripping it up. That piece of cardboard was in a million pieces by the time that girl was finished with it. And it was cute because Pollux was laying in his bed over in front of the fireplace, just watching her. Like, are you supposed to be doing that? But he just watched. He did not get involved. Well, Lola was getting tired of playing with her little cardboard thing and she wanted to go outside. Soon as she did go outside, Pollux got up and came over and inspected all of the cardboard mess she'd made and decided to lay down, and he kind of messed with a couple pieces like he was trying to figure out what was she so excited about. Maxie did not move from right here until a minute ago. He finally jumped down and decided to try to eat a piece of cardboard. So Mama had to get up and take it away from him because you can't eat cardboard. But that's what I'm up to, y'all. No fun. Sitting here feeling, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm feeling poopy because it's not like I feel horrible. I don't feel like I'm horribly sick. I just don't feel good. So the reason I actually decided to sit down and film this right now is kind of for two reasons. To let you all know I wasn't feeling good. The past 2 days I have not filmed anything, which means I am behind on my Vlogmas videos. So as you're seeing this, that means if I don't feel better tomorrow and get caught up, there may not be a video tomorrow. We'll see. Stay tuned. It just depends on how I feel when I wake up in the morning. Today, I'm definitely better than I was yesterday. So hopefully tomorrow this is gone. So we'll see. Hopefully I will see you all tomorrow.